Hi, I'm Aris and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to make my own Lechuza Pon or Pon medium, and I will also share how much the components are in Shopee. I'm also going to place some plants in the DIY medium that I am going to make today, just to see if the medium is a good alternative medium for me. But before those, let's talk about Lechuza Pon first. So what is Pon or Lechuza Pon? It's a medium that Lechuza made themselves. It's their recommended medium for their self-watering pots. So here's a screen cap of what Lechuza Pon is. This is from their official website. As you can see towards the bottom, the components of Pon. Basically, it's zeolite, pumice, lava rocks, and their very own slow-release fertilizer. Lechuza Pon is actually available here in the Philippines. And for 25 liters, it costs around 3,200 pesos. And for 1 liter, it costs around 150 pesos. 1 liter is equals to 1 kilogram. So now, I'm going to discuss how much the components that I bought via Shopee costed. 1 kilo of zeolite costed around 158 pesos. 1 kilo of lava rocks costed 24 pesos per kilo. And I bought actually a red and black one. I got two colors because I'm not sure which one Lechuza used, so might as well mix them both. And then a kilo of pumice in Shopee costs around 12 pesos. Actually, I didn't buy my pumice from Shopee because I have a sack, but for costing purposes, they're selling it for around 12 pesos a kilo. So let's compute first. So that's 158 for the zeolite, 24 pesos for a kilo of lava rocks, and 12 pesos for a kilo of pumice. We have a total of 194 pesos. That's excluding the slow release fertilizer. And if you divide that into 3, around 65 pesos per kilo. That's excluding shipping fee and the slow release fertilizer. We can actually add the shipping fee. Let's say it's 45 pesos per seller. So that's 3 components. We can have a total of 110 pesos for 1 kilo or 1 liter of the DIY Pon. Basically, with shipping fee and all, that's 110 versus 150 for the actual Lechuza Pon. If you want to save money, DIY really is the way to go. The initial cost that I gave doesn't really include the slow release fertilizer, and for that I'm gonna use this. 500 grams actually costs around 250 pesos at the most. But the thing is, in my opinion, you don't really have to mix this in the actual mix. You can use a fertilizer case like this and just place a little and you're good. So this much fertilizer doesn't really cost much. It's around, let's say, 5 pesos. So now let's talk about the advantages and disadvantages that I am foreseeing with this medium. Personally, Pon is a medium that makes sense to me because I actually have alocasias in a almost 100% pumice mix. So thinking about it, Pon is really a mixture of soil amendments that Lechuza turned into their own potting medium. So now I'm going to mix the components that I bought. We have 500 grams of black lava rock, 500 grams of red lava rock, 1 kilo of pumice, 1 kilo of zeolite. Here's 3 kilos of DIY Pon medium that I just made. So now I have a few plants that I want to place in this Pon medium. First plant is this uprooted Euphorbia flanaganii. I've had this plant for 2 years already and actually it needs to be repotted already, and I took this chance to totally change the medium 100%. The roots have been dried already to prevent rot, and I'm gonna place it in this concrete pot from Taipei. Done. Next are these aloe pops. I'm gonna place the bigger ones in soft pots and the smaller ones in plastic pots. Done. This peace lily. Now for watering for this peace lily, I'm just gonna place it in here, so that it's gonna have a reservoir of water. Basically similar concept to a self-watering pot. Then for the watering of this and the aloes, I'm going to treat the pond medium as any regular medium. So SOP for cacti and succulents, you don't actually water them after repotting. You wait at least a day before watering them. So watering will have to wait. And then I have these alocasia bulbils that hook up. I won't be removing the moss because I don't want to disturb the roots further. So for the alocasias, I will water them immediately. So here are my final thoughts. Personally, I think it's a good medium alternative because I have alocasias in almost 100% pumice. So in a way, I've tried pon theoretically as a regular medium. Then actually the components of pon itself is a mix of potting medium amendments that helps with aeration. Will I be transferring my plants to pon? No. But moving forward, I can actually see myself using this medium for my cacti and succulents and more on alocasias. And as for fertilizer, like I said, I would use fertilizer cases like this. I will just stake it like that and then water over it, and then we're all good. So that's it for today's video. I hope you got something from it. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Please subscribe. Hit that bell button for notifications on my future videos. Follow me on Instagram. I'm more active there. Talk to me there. Thank you for watching. Happy planting and see you on my next video. Hi, I'm